70 miles to the gallon on this hog. Traded the van for it straight up. You know the truth, don't you? She's not breaking, man. She doesn't have a surprised look. I almost wouldn't want to see it if she did have one at this point. Like, I think it would scare the shit out of me if it did. This repeal bear was paid by Furio Tigre, the Cadaverinis have known for ages who caused the accident, haven't they? Maybe he's working his debt off by working for the company? But he and her are like sleeping together, right? Somewhere inside me I know that may be true. You knew it. But Don Tigre still saved my life. Ooh. What, like millions? No operation would cost that much, would it? I don't know, these days, jeez. Anyway, it was the Tigre who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believe him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Someone else. It's because he didn't want to get in trouble with, Grandpapa here. That would be my guess. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you were his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? $1 million. Jesus Christ. Well, you got our health back. Nice. Alright then. So, back to the bandage. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. My god, Maya looks so, like, cartoony and shocking after you get used to seeing the other chick on the screen. Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. That's pretty shady in and of itself, to tell you the truth. My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay $1 million in compensation. One princess for 1 million space bucks. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning cases somehow. But nobody asked you. Compensation. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto. Not even saying that last word in him. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. Aww. But I knew that wasn't really true. Wow, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. You helped him? In what way? Well, you know. I think it's starting to come together now. She was in the restaurant that first day that we were there. Well, wait a second. Okay. What are these? Medical papers. Uh-huh. Yep. Man. It's inexcusable. What? There are two things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. An ability Zero had! How about that shit? Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Is everything alright, Nick? No, it's not. We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. Well, it's been paid, right? Because it's not exactly nice to go throwing people's bills away before they can see that they owe money on something. Jeez, well... Oh! Good lord. Well, what else is there to do now? Maybe go back and see if, oh, goodness, I did not expect that at all. I didn't know if she was gonna go crazy or what, but I didn't... Man. Bonjour, I've been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong. Oh, we've been waiting for you to return too, dude. I was hoping to find you here. We would like to ask you a few questions. Ah, sola mio. Well, he hadn't got nothing to say to you fellas. What? What the hell are you doing here? Why are you on the other screen? Who are you calling Zinny Oop? I don't know. Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? What? Hand over what? Excuse me. You was gonna play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers now! Uh-oh. How did you know that we had those? You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. The girl's dumber than an eggplant. You just want to know what's sad? I'll tell you what's sad, and it ain't your only... What? Well, sometimes. Can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm going to wreck your shit. That's right. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? Two! Okay. Forgive me, désolé, I cannot argue with him. Cannot argue with him. Boy, is this another case of, like, one person blackmailing another, and that person turning... I mean, it's not blackmail, but it's like... You know, they're kind of in the same position, where it's like Tigre's in the middle, the old guy's up on top, and then Armstrong is at the bottom. Well, not really. Lighter? What? I don't smoke. He did say lighter, right? So, well, this is not an action physical game. These things happen. I don't expect you to do anything. Dude, am I passing out? Oh my gosh. Hold it, pal! They must have tased me or something. Detective Gumshoe, you brought me back to life! Detective? You was think you was gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Gwar! Whoa! Come on, Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Leave this guy to me. Whoa, be careful, Gumshoe. Oh god, Gumshoe's gonna get his ass kicked, isn't he? You got it? Oh. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. No, don't leave Maya. Don't leave them both there. Oh, boy. Tender lender's going down. Goers are going down. To be continued. Good lord. I don't think I've done enough to stop yet. We will save clear data. Yes, we will. Did I ever mention I love you guys? Because I do. Just thought you should know that. Defendant lobby number 1. Good morning, Mr. Wright. Good morning, Maggie. So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? I think you're going to sit. You're going to not say a word. I'm going to ask some questions about some testicles. Yeah, I did. Well, that's why we're here today, to solve it. Yeah, of course. I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes. I can't hide it. I'm honest. If I doubt something, it will show in my eyes. I'm sorry. It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat. God, you make it sound like such a joyful trip to make. It's like, hey, you better get in the back seat of the car. We're going to Disney World. No, okay. Alright. Get in there. Oh god, is he okay? Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Dude, I'm not... Because he cares about her. He's in tune with her feelings. Speaking of which, I gotta check that text for a second. If it was a text, it might have been a Twitter. I'm not sure. Ooh, it was a Twitter. Okay. Alright then. Okay, what were we doing? I was watching through the doorway. Oh. You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help. No, it's the poison bottle. Yeah. Whatever happened to that? This is the small bottle that turned up in Trabian's kitchen a couple days ago, yeah. Didn't we have that all this time? Wow, look at all these little bottles. Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many. Didn't we take it then? I didn't realize at any point that we had lost it. No, it doesn't. This man's so happy. We finally got the analysis. Oh, that's right, I gave it to you, okay. So what is it? Is it the poison? I'm afraid not, pal. It's medication. Ear medication? It's the ear medication, isn't it? Yes! Victorious! For ears, you mean? Yeah, it's the medication Glenn Elves was using for his ruptured eardrum. You would never hear that exact sentence under any other circumstance. Like, even with any other name there, what was Tom's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? It's like, did you know that the table was being held up by the napkin dispenser? What about the unidentified fingerprints? Anything on that? Someone screwed up, so they only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle. Another hour, and they might have gotten something on the prints, but... yeah. Okay. Impregnable, so I don't think that'll be a problem. I don't think that'll be a problem, Leo. I'm gonna expose that guy for what he's done. Or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. That's too bad, because I kind of liked him. I don't know. I like all the characters in this one. This is, like, really weird. I know there's a lot of hoopla around about Armstrong, but... well... Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to fire. As always, Your Honor. Gulp. Then we'll get underwear at once. That we did. God, we're back to this now. See, it's like... the investigation and the actual case are like two totally different things, and I'm sure this is gradually going to lead to what we just found out, but... the mark on the rim of the cup shows it was the victim. That is correct. Thank you, Mr. Gatto. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. What the hell? Yet the victim's left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. Yeah, pretty much. What are you gonna do, though? Just take it. That is right. Okay, so what are you saying? Only losers. Yeah, well, you know what? In the words of Tom Petty, even the losers get lucky sometimes. No way. Really? Okay, well, we know who's... You know what? I might as well be the prosecutor in this case. Because I already know... Well, Phoenix seems to already know. Boy, oh boy. Oh, I suppose they're gonna go crazy with the... I don't know, man. Let's just be careful here. Bonjour, everyone. I am Jean... I don't know how to say that name. I guess it's John Armstrong. The owner and head chef of La Tradian Inn Restaurant in Chante. Okay, well... Forgive me for asking, witness, but... Does it matter? I mean, he's here for testimony, so let's just get it. You know? Pert. Pert is such a funny word. It's like Neil Peart. Okay. You were in the kitchen on the day of the incident. With you, monsieur? Did he say with you? Oh. Everything feels right. Okay. Well, I agree. It does, doesn't it? He's totally unfazed. Very well. Your testicles, please, witness. If you have them. If you still have them, maybe would have been a better thing to say there. I don't know. I trade the end. Let's do this. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art decos that day. Like having a large mirror between my tables, for example. Mirror? Mirror. Interesting. Yeah, but where would the mirror be for that to work? Like, I can't imagine a situation where he wouldn't see 2 of him, and at that point he really should have mentioned that if that was the case. Huh. And suddenly the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it. That's so weird, because I said that too. Like, what if he saw him in a mirror? Even though at that point, even now, trying to think of like where the mirror would be. Well, I guess if the mirror was on the... Shoot, never mind. I'm not going to try to explain it right now. Sorry, Phoenix. They close at 12:30. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin. Okay. Then let us begin. You know what? First things first. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in your restaurant. Save. Let's do this now before we forget. I'll have to go through all that intro stuff again. Alright, let's do this thing. When it all happened, there were just 2 customers in your restaurant. Let me see. And who were the 2 customers exactly? That would be the old man and Glenn Elge. Not so young, man. You are referring to yesterday's witness, I presume. She said it was a woman, did she not? Oh, that man. Yeah, yeah. Huh. Yeah, definitely. Well, what kind of hard evidence could you possibly have to prove that somebody was there aside from a picture? So I remember I was experimenting with some new Art Decos that day. I don't know if I need to present that or press that. Having a large mirror between the tables. This I'm interested in. I'm interested in, like, how the mirror was positioned. Yeah. Well, something about 4 meters wide and, about 2 meters high. Okay. So... yeah, that's pretty big. The ceiling. That's cool. I wouldn't remember. There's a mirror on the ceiling at the theater I go to. Or that I went to in Wisconsin. Okay. I think we should. We want to know exactly about this. If you really had such a large mirror in the restaurant, someone would have noticed it. But there's nothing about a mirror in Mr. Kudo or Maggie Bird's testimonies. But... objection. Yeah, well, I didn't ask if there was a cuckoo clock in there either. It doesn't mean that it wouldn't be relevant if there was one and the bird came out and shot a bullet and killed the guy. Oh. Okay. Yeah. As it turned out, he didn't actually use the mirror in the end. Well... yeah, but still. Look in the mirror. You're so funny. Yeah, the whole point, though, is to prove that there was a mirror. Wasn't that what he was trying to do? Well, yeah. Perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. Can we get more on, like, the angle of this, or am I just, like, missing... no, not necessarily. Normally. How does normality come into this? I don't know, dude. That's lame, Wright. Even for you. I'm trying to say that if something isn't normal, it isn't possible. Is that it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lay off of Maya now. You can insult me all you want, but you don't talk about my girl. Or else I'll do that again. Mr. Gatto is correct. A lack of normality is no basis for discounting an argument. Oh, wonderful, it has. I guess. Well, everything. He would have seen everything in reverse. But wasn't he saying that, like, the earpiece was on the same side as the thing in his head? So it wouldn't even matter if he did see it in a mirror. That would still be true that it was in the left ear. How did he phrase it again? The boy was wearing the earpiece on... oh! My god, it's like I can read your mind or something, Mr. Game. Mm-hmm. If he saw everything he described reflected in the mirror, then everything he said he saw on the left was actually on the right, huh? I guess it kinda does, but do we have that testimony in our thing? You think he saw everything through a reflection? If he did, it would explain all the contradictions in his testimony, but that just makes the situation worse for Maggie. There's gotta be something in that old man's testimony. We just gotta dig deeper.